Welcome back to where we are talking about readers that you should have in your library and to help you know what readers you should add or which ones may not be appropriate for your students. Today we are looking at a little mini series about Rhumus the rat, which can we just say from the get, I love the alliteration. Rhumus the rat or Rhumus el raton. I'm a big fan. I wish every author would do alliteration with their characters because I think it makes it more fun. And I think if I think it makes it more fun, I think students also think it makes it more fun. So we're gonna look at book number 1. You can tell just from the cover that this is taking place in España, in Spain, and specifically in this case in Madrid. So Rhumus's deal, Rhumus is a rat, but he has some special skills and talents. He is a rat that can read and write, which again, I feel like that a little bit of alliteration just kind of, I know write, even though it sounds like read, write, doesn't actually, it's not really anyway, you get it. Rhumus the rat that reads and writes. He's got some special skills and talents. Rhumus lives with his family in Madrid, and one day there's a big explosion, and they all get separated. So when they all get separated, something happens to Rhumus, and Rhumus is no longer able to hear well. He basically loses his hearing. So he is trying to find his parents in the first book. And he's hoping to use his skills of reading and writing to be able to help him conquer his goal of finding his parents. I think the underlying message in here of the importance of the skill of reading and writing, even though yes, it's a silly story about a rat in Spanish, this book is also available in some other languages as well, but in this case in Spanish, that it's just a little bit of that subliminal messaging of like, yes, reading and writing are good skills to have and you should be able to do them because maybe it'll help you find your parents one day. So that is his venture in Madrid, is him trying to use his talents to find his parents and find his family. In book number 2, it says se esconde in Madrid, so they hide themselves, or they're trying to hide in Madrid. And it's been a couple weeks since the explosion. They're trying to find a place to be safe in Madrid. You're going to experience some famous landmarks and places in Madrid as they read this, which is kind of cool. I think that them getting to like see the buildings and for students to learn and hear about different places in the book really kind of inspires students to want to travel, which is cool because a lot of students won't ever leave your city or your state. When I taught high school the first time, I took students abroad on a trip. And when I did, all but one of the students I took 13 people on the trip. One of those students had been out of the country before, and these were high schoolers, juniors for the most part. Of those other remaining 12 people, 8 of them had never left my state. So you have a lot of students that this might be the travel that they get, which is, it's cool for them to be able to see and experience those things through something like a book. Why do we love these for level 1? Number 1, about 150 or so unique words in the book. A lot of cognates, a lot of super 7, but very low word count, which is great. However, this book is a little bit longer. This book comes in at 65 pages. It does have a full glossary. The text, I would argue, is a little bit bigger. It's a little more spaced out. There are a lot more pictures, but it does come in. It's a meatier book. Compared to some of the other ones we've looked at, it's about twice as thick, which also feels good for students to go, I just read a 65-page book in Spanish. The last one I read was 30. This one's 65. That feels good to them. It's got a lot of pictures in it, which is great because it helps, one, to lessen the overall text and to lessen the amount of reading students are doing, but feeling like they're making more progress. Second book, same, a little bit higher of a word count at 175, but we're still looking well within that range for Spanish 1. These books my students tend to read at the beginning of Spanish 2 or the very end of Spanish 1 for my higher level readers. These are not books that many Spanish 1 students tend to go for at the get because they're a little intimidating with their size. And they have just a less draw to them than a book that's this thick. But that being said, I do put them out for my Spanish 1 students. I do encourage them to try to read these. They are more than capable of reading them. And my Spanish 2s love them as well. These books are available on Amazon. These particular ones were purchased at CPLI Command Performance, but they are available on Amazon. I will link them below for you to purchase if you are interested in adding them to your library. If you choose to use the Amazon link, it is an affiliate link, which means I do make about 5 cents if you click that link and purchase the book. If that bothers you, just go to Amazon or go to CPLI and you can type in the name of the book and the author's name and it will come up for you, and you will not have to worry about me making 5 cents off you clicking on a link. So I hope you will add these to your library. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, see you soon.